Welcome to Master English Stories, the place where you learn English through real and powerful life stories. Today, we bring you the story of a man who changed history. A man who was once the enemy of Islam, but later became one of its strongest defenders. He was brave, wise, fair, and feared by the enemies of truth. Yet, he was also kind, humble, and full of love for Allah. His name is Hazrat Umar Ibn Al-Khattab, the second Caliph of Islam. His life teaches us how one person can rise from darkness to light, from hate to love, from power to humility. If you're ready to learn and be inspired, stay with us until the end. Let's begin the story of one of the greatest men in Islamic history. Long ago in the deserts of Arabia, in the city of Mecca, a man was born who would change history forever. His name was Umar Ibn Al-Khattab, but the world would later know him as Hazrat Umar, one of the greatest leaders in Islamic history. He was tall, strong, and brave. People respected him, even before he accepted Islam. He came from the Quraysh tribe, the most powerful tribe in Mecca. Umar was a man of strength and honor, but also a man of pride. In the early days of Islam, he stood against the Muslims. He did not believe in the message of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. In fact, he was one of the strongest enemies of Islam. But something amazing was about to happen. One day, Umar made a decision. He was tired of hearing the name of Muhammad, PBUH, everywhere. He wanted to stop Islam once and for all. With his sword in hand, he walked through the streets of Mecca. His plan was clear. He would go and kill the Prophet. But on his way, someone told him something that shocked him. "Before you go to Muhammad," the man said, "why don't you check your own family? Your sister and her husband have already accepted Islam." Umar was shocked. He changed direction and walked straight to his sister's house. When he arrived, he heard the sound of someone reading the Quran. His anger grew. He entered the house, and his sister tried to hide the pages of the Quran. He shouted, and when she tried to calm him, he hit her. Blood came from her mouth. But still, she stood up and said, "Yes, Umar, we are Muslims. Do what you want, but we will never leave Islam." Umar saw the blood on her face. He saw her courage. Something in his heart began to shake. He asked for the pages of the Quran. He wanted to read them for himself. They gave him the pages, and he read, "Indeed, I am Allah. There is no God but me. So worship me and establish prayer for my remembrance." Quran, Surah Taha. Tears came to Umar's eyes. He dropped the sword. The words touched his heart deeply. He said, "Take me to Muhammad." Umar went to the house where the Prophet PBUH was staying. The companions were afraid when they saw him, but the Prophet PBUH said, "Let him come in." Umar entered and said the words that changed his life. "I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." The Muslims shouted, "Allahu Akbar." The news spread across Mecca. Umar has become a Muslim. This was a big moment. Islam now had a strong protector. Before Umar, Muslims used to pray in secret. After him, they prayed openly. He told the Prophet, "Why should we hide? Let's go to Kaaba and pray there." The Muslims walked with Umar in front. Nobody dared to stop them. From that day, Umar became one of the closest companions of the Prophet PBUH. He was brave, honest, and full of wisdom. He defended Islam with his voice and his sword. The Prophet once said, "If there was a prophet after me, it would be Umar." Umar was always careful about right and wrong. He asked questions, gave advice, and never stayed silent when something was wrong. Sometimes, Allah sent verses of the Quran that agreed with Umar's opinions. He stood firm in battles. He helped the poor. and he spoke the truth, even when it was hard. After the death of the Prophet PBUH, Abu Bakr became the first caliph. Umar was his close helper and advisor. When Abu Bakr was near death, he chose Umar to lead after him. Now, Umar was the second Caliph of Islam. He took this job seriously. He didn't care about power or wealth. His only goal was to serve Allah and help the people. As a Caliph, he ruled over a huge empire stretching from Arabia to Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and Persia. But he lived like a poor man. He wore simple clothes. He had holes in his shoes. He slept on the ground. He walked the streets at night to check on his people. He said, "Even if a dog goes hungry under my rule, I am responsible." Hazrat Umar is known in history for his strong sense of justice. He made sure that no one was above the law, not even himself. One day, his son broke the law. Umar ordered that he be punished just like anyone else. He said, "If I do wrong, correct me." A man once shouted, "If you do wrong, we will fix it with our swords." Umar smiled and said, "Alhamdulillah, there are people in my nation who will stop me if I go astray." This was true leadership. He never used fear. He used fairness, wisdom, and love for Allah. Though Umar ruled over millions, he lived simply. He didn't have guards or luxury. One day, a messenger came from Persia and asked, "Where is your king?" People pointed to a man sleeping under a tree, with no guards, using his arm as a pillow. The messenger said, "You ruled with justice, so you sleep with peace." Umar would walk the streets at night, checking if anyone was in need. One night, he heard children crying. Their mother was cooking stones in a pot, just to make them think food was coming. Umar ran back to the storehouse himself. He filled a bag with food and carried it on his back. His helper said, "Let me carry it for you." But Umar said, "Will you carry my sins on the day of judgment?" He cooked the food for the family himself and stayed until the children laughed. This was his love for the people. Under his rule, Islam spread across many lands. But he never fought for power or wealth. He only wanted truth to reach the people. He built strong systems for justice, safety, taxes, and education. He made sure non-Muslims were treated with respect and freedom. Christians and Jews lived safely under his rule. He was strong in war, but kinder in peace. One day, while Umar was leading the Fajr prayer in the mosque, a man named Abu Lulu attacked him with a knife. Umar fell, badly wounded. Even in pain, Umar thought of others. He asked, "Did the people finish their prayers?" He knew his time was near. He didn't care about his own life, only the trust Allah gave him. He chose 6 people to decide the next caliph. And then, after a life of truth, justice, and worship, Hazrat Umar passed away. He was buried next to his beloved Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and Abu Bakr in Medina. Hazrat Umar left behind a world changed for the better. He built a system of government that many still study today. He taught the world what real leadership means, not power, but responsibility. He showed that being strong does not mean being cruel, and being humble does not mean being weak. He was a lion in truth, a servant in worship, and a friend to the poor. To this day, Muslims remember him with love and honor. His name is spoken in respect. His lessons are still alive. Hazrat Umar's story is not just history, it's a light, a guide, a reminder that one person with truth in their heart and fear of Allah can change the world. The life of Hazrat Umar are a light for the world. He showed that true leadership is not about power, it's about justice, honesty, and fear of Allah. He lived simply, ruled fairly, and always cared for the people. From the moment he accepted Islam, he gave his full life to it. As a caliph, he changed the world, but he never changed his heart. He stayed humble, even when the world respected and feared him. His death was a great loss, but his legacy still lives. Every Muslim remembers his strength, his wisdom, and his deep love for the truth. May Allah be pleased with him forever.